bandwidth we have and how much it uses, what we can actually do, if it all works right, is we can actually have, I've got 4 different cameras. We can have a camera on the road so you guys can see the drive, and we can have a camera on the fellas, and we can just be talking about the trip, the draft, and everything else. Oh, wow, okay. So,
I mean, it looks like it's working fine because it hasn't dropped.
Okay, so we got 2 live streams going on right now. Hello, everybody. Mark Holmes here with my son, Michael Anthony Fitness, and we have
doing a test stream.
Yeah, we are done working for the day, and we are actually headed home. Michael is running all of the digital equipment. I'm just driving my happy behind home.
I'm trying to get so people can see.
Well, just let everybody know what we're doing, and to jump onto your channel.
Yeah, we're going live on Michael Anthony Fitness.
Yeah, so we're actually
just testing out the stream to see how it's going to work when we do our road trip in less than 2 weeks.
2 weeks, guys.
Less than 2 weeks.
2 weeks? No. 2 weeks from now, right now, here's where I'm going to be. I'm going to be in my Dallas Cowboy lawn chair, sitting behind the table, watching the jumbo screen with Lawn Nation on one side over here, with E2 Blue over here too.
Oh yeah.
Bosch, Michael Anthony Fitness, DMV Dallas Cowboys.
Wait. He'll be there on Friday.
Oh, okay, that's right. He won't be there the first night. Missing in action, Clarence. We'll have
the stinking Giants fan.
I don't know. We might have him tied up someplace.
I mean,
and we'll have Blackhawk.
At least his team's picking number 2, so his night will be done early.
Yeah,
it'll be done early.
True on that. So,
done early.
So what you can do, Mike, pan around and show people
Your phone is so much better.
Oh
when
yeah.
it comes to seeing the comments.
Yeah, your phone's a little old.
It's not old. It's just that it's hard to see the comments.
Yeah, well, I'm paying attention to the road, everybody. Okay.
Well, I'm trying to read the comments on both
because I never shut up.
So yours is better because your phone's bigger. That's why.
Yeah, and I'd like to actually get the 9 after they finish getting all the bugs and stuff out of it. But I think I'll keep that one as well. Also,
I'm not giving your phone until that one starts working. I don't want another phone paying them.
Well, the new cameras on the other phone are actually a lot better. A lot better. So, hey guys, you probably got them in the sunshine. Just make sure you tell everybody to jump over on your channel because we're not going to be on mine for too long.
Yeah, make sure if you're here, jump on the Michael Anthony Fitness channel because we're doing a test live stream on our way home from work to get ready for the draft in less than 2 weeks. Less than 2 weeks.
I love his enthusiasm there. 2 weeks. Less than 2 weeks.
Less than 2 weeks.
Wow. I can't wait. This weekend, guys, we got actually something else going on this weekend, too. One advantage, at least, of being here in the Washington Redskin territory is they've always got some events going on.
Well, it's most of Dallas Cowboys stuff going on. It's a lot of Dallas.
True. They only had
2, maybe 3, okay, maybe 4 Redskins. If you want to count one of the guys as the Redskins, play for them.
Here's what we're going to actually get to do on Sunday. There's a Ken Harvey, former Washington Redskin linebacker, is doing a charity golf event.
That's going to be fun.
And it's Cowboys versus Redskins. And I'm trying to remember, we've got, of course, Bill Bates. We saw him last week and everything else. We talked about it. Bill Bates will be there. Billy Joe Dupree. I know you guys are like, who? Billy Joe Dupree was a great player back in my day growing up.
That was the connection.
Flozell Adams. I know you guys know Flozell Adams. He's going to be there.
They were Doc Walker.
Doc Walker from Sports Talk 980. And actually, I want to do some stuff with him. I call him the Sports Talk 980. I'm Mark in Springfield. And they hang up on me a lot of times. But
we're talking about Matt.
I run into Brian Mitchell from time to time, and that's a Super Bowl thing. So I actually want to kind of sow some seeds with him. That's right. See if we can kind of do some stuff together and all. So, how's everything looking?
They said the stream's good.
The stream looks good?
That's what they said on here. They said the stream is good.
All right. Well, imagine this, guys. Imagine next week we got 1,323 miles of road.
That's right.
We're gonna have myself, Michael Anthony Fitness. We're gonna have E2 Blue.
Missing in action.
We're gonna have my man Clarence,
The Stinking Giants fan.
the Stinking Giants fan. My friend the Nighthawk. And hopefully, if this thing all works well and we have enough bandwidth, and we can use the laptop, we'll be able to have multiple cameras. We've got multiple microphones, so I've got wireless microphones,
Yeah,
so you guys will be able to see the road, although it'll be dark for the first 12 hours. But you'll be able to hear us just talking about the draft and what's going on and everything else. So that's going to be kind of cool. Make sure you let everybody know. We're going to cut this other stream off and just go over to Michael's channel.
Yeah, make sure y'all go to the Michael Anthony Fitness channel because we're about to cut the stream so we can kind of test to see just for the road trip.
Right.
Because what we're planning on doing on the road trip is going to be going from YouTuber to YouTuber on the streams. So make sure y'all go to the Michael Anthony Fitness channel for the rest of the stream.
And make sure you subscribe.
And
because
subscribe as well.
you make sure you guys subscribe to all of the channels. All the channels that you see. If you go to my home screen, and that's CowboyJobu or Mark Holmes, make sure you go on my channel that says featured channels. All those channels, be sure to subscribe to. That way, when we go from one channel to the other, live streaming, you'll get notified that, hey, we've got this stuff going. So we're going to be rotating at the draft. The parking lots open up at 11, but literally, I'm going to make sure that we get the best spot. We are literally
Probably
going to
be
be
there like at 5.
Yeah, 5 o'clock in the morning. I'm going to be out on the streets to be in line.
Maybe 4 o'clock.
Hell, I might. You know what I might do? I might just go ahead and bring the hammock, bring my sleeping bag, and just walk over into the parking lot and put my stuff there. And just sleep in the spot that we're going to be in.
It's not an actual game, so.
Well, you don't know how it's going to be. Now, see, that's a tow trailer right there. That's a little smaller than what we're going to have. See, it only has one tarp that's on it. Ours actually has 2 that's going to be on the side. Now, what we're going to do, I think this is going to be cool, is we got 2 campers, 2 RVs. My man Michael in Afghanistan tells me his wife was Miss Panama in 2004. He's bringing his RV, and his is a 40-foot one. We only have a 33. But what we're going to do is we're going to have those 2 parked side by side.
Oh, it's a tow car too.
And we'll have our tow car parked in the middle. So we're going to have 3 spaces, hopefully all there together.
Yeah, they can't say nothing.
And then we're going to have this TV screen, which is going to be, it's a 14-foot projection screen. It's going to be on the back there. Then what we're going to do is have some space. We're going to have some tables where we'll all be at. The camera will be facing us. We won't be able to stream what's going on in the picks because they'll literally lock down the channel. But behind us will be the crowd and, of course, the stadium. So imagine, the stadium's going to have all of the jumbotrons are going to be going and everything else.
There's so much going on in the background.
In the background, we'll have the fans behind us. We'll have a microphone, so that way we can bring fans in there. They can talk about what they think and stuff. And we'll be doing the hot wing challenge.
Everybody says the setup is good.
Okay, so it looks good on both channels? Okay.
I mean, I'm saying the setup is good.
Okay. Well, this is just a test of the Wi-Fi bandwidth to see if we have enough bandwidth to go. Because this Nighthawk, they say, you put 20. What's the?
It says 9. What is it? 9.
How much?
9 gigs. We only used, I think, 2%.
Wait a minute, no. We were at 869 when we started.
No, I'm looking. Last time I checked, it was only 2%. Is what we used.
We used 2% that quick?
Yes, but yes.
Well, we've only been streaming. You've been streaming. Well, you've been streaming for about 28 minutes, so that's not that bad.
Yeah, 901.
It's only 901?
Yeah.
Oh, okay. So what we're learning is when you upload a video, this is crazy. If I upload a video, it uses up like 2 gigs.
Well, I can understand that because that's how big the video is.
Yeah, but we're live streaming back and forth. You would think that live streaming would use up just as much.
But it depends on your settings too.
Well, no, if the picture is clear. Wait a minute, listen, let's stop and think about this now. I upload a 10-minute video and it uses up 2 gigs.
But how many gigs is the video?
Okay, the video is like 2 gigs.
Well, that's probably why.
Okay, but here's the thing. You've been live streaming almost 30 minutes here on your channel, right? 10 minutes on that one. So you got 2 devices and you're telling me it hasn't used up a half a gig yet?
Probably because of the settings. The settings are probably not that high to begin with.
Well,
if you have really high settings, you'll probably use up more at the bandwidth.
Well, then the next test needs to be actually having the laptop running.
Yes, how much.
So,
but you did that the other night. You didn't use that much.
Well, no, actually, didn't. Yeah, actually, that's true. But I didn't have very big. Well, still.
You got to test it.
What we need to do is. Tomorrow will be a good test. Tomorrow we're going to be out in Warrington. In Warrington, literally, if I try and upload a video, because everybody's sending me messages saying, "Hey, Mark,
I know
this is happening." It's like, yeah, I actually started uploading that video like 2 hours ago, and I'm waiting for it to get through, but it's just not.
Certain spots you get a signal, but not better.
So if it works out there, it'll work anywhere. It'll work in bumfuck Egypt.
It probably will.
Oh man.
Yeah, it's working.
Okay, here's what you can do too for me, Mike.
Yeah. What's that?
JMU. We're already at Harrisonburg. JMU, my alma mater.
Hopefully they can see it.
The place that I met Charles Haley.
Oh, you can't switch it. So, yeah, you can.
Say what?
I was trying to switch it. Oh, there we go. That's better. I was trying to switch it so I can see where I'm looking at.
JMU, when I went there, we had about 10,000 students.
There you go. That's better.
JMU's football was really in its infancy, and we didn't win a whole lot. But you knew Charles Haley was special. And Charles Haley was a nut. I mean...
But wait.
Charles couldn't stand to lose at anything.
What did Evan Smith say? They liked all his quirkiness.
Oh, his quirkiness. but Charles would talk he would talk cash trash. I don't care if you were just playing spades, and we played a lot of spades in college. I mean, a lot of spades. Playing pool, or even if you were playing video games, Punch Out. Charles would talk cash trash.
People like looking at the road.
Do they?
It's like that's what they're saying.
Well, that's what I was saying. That what we do, like I said, if all things are equal, this could be really, really cool.
I mean, it's working.
Because what we'll be able to do, the only thing is I won't be able to use the Mevo though, unless I get that software.
No, yeah.
That's $800 for that software.
You really don't need that one.
But depending on how the bandwidth works with the laptop, what we can do, if you guys do like seeing the road, make sure you show the stadium. Now, right now, you see the stadium over there. That side wasn't there when we went there. If you look at the other side, it's low. That used to be the high side of the stadium. And Eagle Hall, which was 8 floors of women, because that was a women's dorm, was the tallest building in Harrisonburg. So they enclosed the field, so it's closed on the back side. They used to get drunk on the hill watching the games, and then they built the addition up there. Over here on this side was only the Convocation Center, which was the basketball stadium. And all of this part of the campus that's here now, none of that was there. There's a cross-country trail that was back there, and believe it or not, I was trying to become a decathlete. But I used to run the 3.1 mile cross-country course in 19 minutes. I know, it's hard to believe, but yeah, that's what I used to do in my younger days. But unfortunately, I kept breaking too many pole vaulting poles, and the coaches said, sorry, we don't have it in the budget to teach you to be a decathlete. And so I focused on football then. Stroll down memory lanes. The Berg. But yeah, that's where...
Well, someone said they're going back and forth up there.
They're going back and forth.
And the quality is good.
Okay.
Two of them.
All right.
And they said they like looking at the road, too.
Well, it'll be... Well, unfortunately, the first half of the trip is going to be in the dark.
Yeah, but when But we can show the sunrise.
If the question will be is, will the computer with multiple cameras use a lot of bandwidth? If they don't, what'll be cool is we can set a road camera up. So we have one camera that's set up just for the road.
You can have it going on all
and
night
then
long.
we have the guys that are in the back there talking and stuff. So we got a camera on them and so on. So we have multiple cameras and just have somebody running the board there. So yeah, it'll be cool. I can't wait to hit the road.
I can't.
And if this works out well, what would be cool is for us to go ahead and do like road trips to different games.
New York Giants.
Yeah, definitely go to the Giants. Giants, we play Carolina, don't we?
Yeah, we play Carolina and Carolina.
Carolina and New York are only 5-hour road trips, so we
maybe Atlanta just to go tailgate.
You know what? Here's what's wow. Wow. No, I just had this crazy. Oh my
What's
God.
that? What's that?
One of the fan clubs that we went, we would go to the Giants game.
We're one of the guys that asked on you miss days.
Yeah, I miss Des. But we went to a road trip to a Giants game, and they got like a charter bus. It was a charter bus. It was like a charter limousine. Okay. And they got a whole bunch of alcohol, more alcohol than they should have been drinking. And we had a Giant fan that was with us that drank too much and was sick and missed the whole game. And it was the game that Odell Beckham made his name by catching a ball outstretched that was way overthrown by Eli Manning in a loss to the Cowboys.
Was that the same game got hurt? There was one game.
Yeah, I think he did get hurt that too.
Yeah,
but what I remember is I think we paid like $400 for this trip, and the seats were like nosebleed seats, and a lot of the cost was actually the transportation. Well, this vehicle that we're driving, it's like $250 a day, plus of course there's fees on it for renting it and cleaning fees and stuff like that. But what we could actually do a road trip with some fans and friends. I mean, you've got...
That's kind of what we're doing now.
Well, I mean, to games, because it's only a 5-hour drive.
But isn't most of the people that are going with us basically fans?
Good, but
it's basically fans.
But look, you can say, no, if you get 8 people and say you're going to put $50 in, right? That's the cost of the vehicle. I mean, you can take the megabus to New York, but listen, you're in a vehicle that you got Wi-Fi.
That's right.
You got a full functioning kitchen. You got a toilet, a shower. You got a bed. You know, we go up to the game.
And just tailgate.
Tailgate. You got it.
That's all you need to do is just tailgate. You only have to go inside.
Listen, with all the stuff that the gear that I'm getting now, it's the fold up grills and all that stuff. I'm gonna order this deep fryer that it's 4-gallon capacity propane deep fryer. And supposedly you can cook chicken wings, like 2 full baskets at the same time in a matter of about 6 minutes. So I'm that's mobile man cave. But we could easily go to Carolina is about a 5-hour drive from us. The Giants, we could go to the Eagles, but that's risking your life.
Yeah, but we don't play the Eagles until the end of the season.
True.
Like we do every year. It seems.
Yeah, but easily do those and hit Atlanta. What's cool is Kelly, the guy who owns the RV. See what it is there's Outdoorsy, which is RV rental place. So they got all kinds of RVs and stuff. But if you own one and you're not always on the road, you don't want to just sitting around. There's nothing worse than just having something that never gets driven. So they rent them out. They take care of the insurance, they take care of the bookings, the cleaning, and everything else. They collect a deposit and so on, so you can actually make money and hopefully negate the cost of your vehicle. So when you see a vehicle you like, you've got to basically get approved by whoever owns it to use it. And so I sent a message. I saw this one, and I was like, oh my God, this will be perfect for tailgating. And as I'm looking at this thing, it's like, this is all the comforts of home. This is like the John Madden bus, I would imagine. So
That's right.
I sent a message to him saying, hey, we want to actually take it to Dallas because you only get like 250 miles a day driving. And after that, it's like, I don't know, 10 cents a mile or you buy packages for it. And I said, so I didn't know if you were allowed to actually take them that far. And so I sent a message to him and I said, hey, I'm Mark Holmes and my YouTube channel is CowboyJobu, and we want to actually do a...
No, his brother's a Dallas Cowboys.
Well, we want to take your vehicle to the draft and do a giant tailgate. And when I talked to him, he was like, man, I want to go. He was like, man, that's going to be so much fun. And I'm like, listen, man, I said, if this works out well, I said, I would love to actually do this during the season and things, to go to games and stuff, because this is a dream. I shared this concept with you guys, I don't know, a year and a half, 2 years ago.
Yeah, before the first tailgate.
Oh no, it was after. Actually, it was last year.
Yeah.
It was the freaking Eagles draft that made me.
Oh yeah, it was.
But when we went here's the thing. We went to the draft last year.
We had a good time too.
We were actually there working with United Way because United Way did a drawing that I told you guys to be a part of.
New York Giants
and
fans.
A New York Giant fan won it, and it was like an all-access time at the draft. And what they got to do is, they got to hang out with Lawrence Taylor. They ended up having front row seats at the draft the second night. They got to call out a player. It was just like a whole VIP thing. So I got to meet them and follow them around, do some film work and stuff for it, and it was great. So we were at the draft the whole time. The first night we were outside in the crowds and stuff, and I kept running into people that I've known for years on Facebook and stuff, like Keith, who's a giant Eagles.
Oh yeah, I remember. He was good people.
And all that. He's up there with his fist on Jobu and stuff like that. It was all good.
He's good people.
And running into fans and people that watch the channel, it's like, Mark Holmes, man, I watched your channel. And I was doing videos with them, and it was great. And I was just like, oh my God, this is incredible. That, you're meeting people, hearing their stories and sharing and things like that. It started a whole bug, and I started saying, I want to have like the Jobu mobile man cave and go to events and tailgate, meet the fans, broadcast it, and share the experiences with everybody. And so that's kind of what started it. The Redskin game, we had Space Cowboy came down from New Jersey.
Don't mention him.
He's okay, man. Everybody's okay. Everybody's trying to do the thing, man. Listen, I ain't got no hate for you. I know I got people that hate me.
Everybody has haters.
I got lots of people that say I'm an idiot, I'm a clickbaiter, this, that, and the other. It's okay. That's cool. I'm not going to try and trash somebody else's channel and things like that. I'm not going to go on their channel and tell them they're an idiot or they're stupid or, they're lame. If somebody goes to my channel and they talk a whole bunch of trash, usually I'll try to ignore it. Occasionally I will get into them.
Everybody on the street saying that Doug Brown is not going to be a Cowboy tomorrow night.
Well,
at least I agree with you.
I'm sorry. Well, who's been saying that since the end of the season?
I've been saying that for a while. They need to be cut just because of his production.
You know what? I have been saying that for
he plays the exact same
2 months now.
He plays the exact same way in Madden. So I was like, yeah. I cut him immediately.
You don't know.
I cut him immediately.
And when it happens, I'm going to say, listen, I've been telling you guys for a long time. From the moment that, listen.
That's when he got that contract and he fell off.
At this point,
I got that big contract.
People keep saying, "Oh, he's going to take a pay cut, man."
He's not.
No. Listen.
Wait.
Right now, it's beyond the money because the Cowboys can keep him if they want to. They can do a couple of. They can just leave his contract and go ahead and get money elsewhere, and just say, "We're going to keep him for one more year." Okay? You can go ahead and restructure the contract so that way he still gets the same money, but you defer it later on because next year you don't have all of that dead money. You can make it work, and the cap's going to go up.
Of course it is.
So don't give me this it's the only way we can survive. If you want him on the team, you can make it work. So what they are saying is it's not a fit. Guys are getting tired of it. Okay, remember when Des Bryant was injured and he didn't show up for treatment? How the hell is it that you're not playing? You're not going to treatment. It's that kind of stuff that they just kind of are tired of.
Wait,
tired of.
Someone said I saw it on ESPN.
Saw what?
You Because I just saw Mark on ESPN.
Yeah, right. Ask him where.
Now, where did you see that? Hey, Mark, I just saw your ESPN.
On what?
Well, I need to see the comments. Someone said, oh, hey, Mark, just saw you on ESPN. There's someone else that said it too.
Is that that may be the ESPN show?
It might be.
It may be the ESPN. Here's what's crazy.
Someone else said that too.
They have the ESPN show, fan show, that started. Miss Price is on there. There's a guy whose house was destroyed by the hurricane. There's a former pitcher that's on there and stuff. I actually did a video interview for that show.
They probably showed it on.
I don't know if they did or not. Well, maybe they did.
They may have, but the people didn't make it.
But it was a producer in Dallas who sent me an email and said, I've been trying to get in touch with you. There's a company or a cable channel that is trying to do a show. And they're looking for, if you see it, if you can record it and save me a clip, would be great.
Or it might be on YouTube.
Well, if it's on a show, you can actually get that show, I think, on demand. Well, that is if you pay the fee.
Also, you can look it up on YouTube and you can probably find
So she got in contact with me, and I did a Skype interview with her. And it was about a 30-minute interview and stuff, and it was asking me about things, and so I was talking about Jobu.
Yeah, someone over here said ESPN sucks.
ESPN.
It's not what it used to
Here's
be.
what's crazy. I get an email from ESPN on a daily basis now, basically saying, "Come watch our show."
What's the name of the show?
This thing is the show is like a fan show. Basically, they followed fans for the whole season. Like, there's a guy who's in Connecticut who flies every week to the games and stuff.
Right.
There's a guy who, like I said, the hurricane hit him and it destroyed his house. He's on there. Miss Price, of course, is on there.
Well, of course, she's going to be on there.
So
that one is a private Miss Price right now.
But if they got me on there, I don't know what they got from me.
They probably got a clip of your injury or something.
Yeah, maybe that's what it is.
That makes sense.
Well, that'd be cool. If anybody sees it or can like, DVR it or take me a clip or something, that would be kind of cool. Yeah, that'd be really cool.
Yeah, it would be.
Especially the way I trashed it. So I did when I finished the interview. Now she may have been just blowing smoke up my rear end, which is cool. I mean, you don't want to say you sucked, but she was like, "I really like your story." Because I was telling them that, so look, they're like, well, what kind of things are you going to be doing during the season? Anything interesting? And I said, well, I work at the Smithsonian, so we have different projects and stuff like that, and I'm in the process.
And someone just messaged on Instagram saying that they saw you and Jobu on ESPN, so it's like blowing up.
Okay.
So it must have just been they might have did the preview or something. I don't think the show is moving right this
Shout out to Jobu.
Jobu. There's somebody different that messaged you. I'm going to get in contact with them.
Well, it sounds like I'm getting text messages, so it may be.
No, that was on Instagram.
Oh, okay.
Messages said that it's all you and Jobu on ESPN.
So, guys, are you guys going to be ready for 20 hours of road trip?
I'm ready. I don't know about you, but I'm ready.
That's what it's going to be. It's going to be about 20 hours of road trip. We could probably...
People are loving looking at the road and hearing the talk. Hearing us talk.
I wonder if we could use your camera.
That's not made for that.
No, but it's made for like action and stuff. Can it be hooked up directly like the other cameras can? Can't.
It's not made for that.
Well, maybe I'll just go ahead and get another one of those cameras, because those cameras, they're only $80 or so.
Which one?
The web cameras.
Yeah,
I have two of the 920Cs, which are better. The other one is not as good.
You get a long enough cord and you can set them up around the RV while we're driving.
Well, so thinking what we do is we could set one in here just like this, so we have a dash cam.
Yeah, so people see the road.
And like I said,
people are loving watching the road and hearing us talk. People are loving going here.
Well, we're trying to brainstorm. I'm trying to make. Here's the thing. I've never planned anything like this. I'm a carpenter. You want me to build your house? No problem. I'm building. And when I started doing YouTube, it was funny because a lot of people are like, "You're too old for YouTube." you don't know crap about the internet. You can't do this. And as we know, I'm technology challenged.
War room cam. That's what someone suggested. War room cam.
A war room cam?
You know like how they have it at the draft where they have the war room.
Well, you know what we can do? Here's what we can do too is, we've got the magnetic board at home.
Yeah. Oh yeah.
We can bring that and get an easel so the guys can have that set up over there. They can be looking and we can just make our war room. So we got a war room in the RV.
That would be off the chain.
So, the guys can be working on figuring out who's going to be who and what's going to be happening. Like I said, I want to make this thing.
Oh, someone said come on that 8 and they're going to record it for you and send you the clip.
Ask them what ESPN channel it's on.
Hey, what ESPN channel is it on? I forgot the. Well, someone asked me when we saw t-shirts at the draft.
I'm still waiting for my man to get back. Yeah, I'm going to have some. I'm ordering 50 t-shirts, so I'll have a limited supply. But what I think I'm going to be doing, as soon as I get a proof, I'm going to go ahead and put them on the website.
Well, it says on the main ESPN channel.
And it's coming on again at 8?
Well, they probably showed the previews on at 8.
Okay. So what we have to do
but someone said they're going to record it and send you the clip.
Okay.
And they're reliable because they comment on my page a lot.
Well, I appreciate it. Well, I'll tell you what, if you do that, I'll make sure to send you a couple of Jobu shot glasses. And, because that'll be kind of cool.
Yeah, that would be cool.
Hey, make sure, tell everybody over there to be sure to subscribe to your channel, man.
Yeah, make sure you jump over. Yeah, make sure y'all jump over to the Michael Anthony Fitness channel and subscribe. Make sure to click that bell so you can be notified when we do live streams during the ultimate draft trip in less than 2 weeks. Less than 2 weeks.
Yeah, but see, here's what's kind of interesting because
people are loving this watching the road.
Here's what's going to be interesting is
you got 40 people just watching.
I don't know how to pronounce the guy's name. Okoye. The guy who did the Des Bryant videos and things, he was on the fan today. Shout out to him. Congratulations.
They told him that you can cut stuff up and put it out there.
Yeah. So,
they're cutting him down.
So here's my thing. I honestly believe that ESPN and those guys are getting worried. When you think about what Mike Fisher did to me, even though he knew and he's admitted that we're talking to Earl Thomas, he threw me under the bus. So they're trying to do the same thing with Okoye. Is it because they're worried about losing some of that market share? I mean, we know ESPN is definitely trying to go into the streaming market. We know Bleacher Report is...
Hey, everybody's talking about that you were on TV.
Let's talk about what?
That you were on ESPN. That's how it's flooded now.
Cool. You know what? Hey, maybe we're really getting the phone. It's kind of crazy. Hey, Mike, take a look at this to show the scenery. This is actually going to be cool to show you guys the scenery as we go down the road. One of the coolest things I've ever done in my life was, my wife has a hard job. She works, seriously, I'm not being funny about this, but she works for United Way and the NFL partnership, and it's not easy working with the NFL. We ended up doing a road trip, guys. We had to do photo shoots with all of the teams. We did everybody except the Chargers. Most of it we actually did by road because we had to take a photographer. We had to take all of the props and stuff. And some of the sites were it was like barnstorming. We had to be in and out, so there wasn't enough room to be able to fly in. Give you an example. This was crazy. The first leg of this, we ended up going to...
Someone said they're mad that Jobu made it on ESPN and not now.
Sorry, guys. I don't know what to tell you.
He made it on it.
You know what's funny about that?
No, they were just joking.
No. Well, I tell you what's funny is...
Those people were just joking.
When I first started doing Jobu...
He's everywhere now.
People were like, what is wrong with you? You're an old man with a damn ball.
No.
What?
I'm not going to say his name.
How you doing tonight, man? Well, what's crazy is they're like, Get rid of the damn doll. And I was like, and sometimes we get new people on the channel and they don't understand about the whole Jobu thing, okay?
Bill Gates, Dak Prescott, and Sean Lee.
I'm telling you, here's the thing.
And Wall, too. Wall, they remembered you.
I'm kidding.
Four players remembered you.
This is true now. I used to stutter. I used to hate to talk in public. True story. I would be like this when I have to talk about it. Seriously. But because of a stinking Eagles fan that said that the Cowboys suck so bad that not even Jobu from Major League can help him. I made Jobu for the fun of it. And because my wife is doing all these different things and I'm there as a volunteer, I mean, we've done community builds in Harlem, in Detroit, in Baltimore, in New Orleans after Katrina. I've been all over the place doing stuff, you know. We've been in homeless shelters at Thanksgiving, doing meals and stuff like that. It's been great. And I've been able to work with a lot of great people. So whenever we'd go to an event, I would take Jobu and I would take pictures of it to share with friends. You know, because it's an opportunity and something that I was blessed to be able to do. I wanted other people to be able to have the thing with it. And it just kind of morphed. But people would be like, you're crazy, man. Get rid of the dog. But I can't do that.
Well, hey.
Are you kidding me?
I can't lie like that.
Say what?
I was kind of like that at the beginning, too.
Yeah, Michael.
I was kind of like that at the beginning.
Seriously, my family.
Kayla, I would
pull out Jobu and everybody would go the other direction. And they would say, you're not bringing Jobu, are you? I mean, seriously, I'm just like, what's the deal? It's funny. But it's different. It stands out. We were in the crowd at the Today Show. I'm holding Jobu up. What always happens is everybody looks like, what the hell? And the camera, boom, instantly goes to Jobu. We were in New York at the Super Bowl. And I'm on the streets. I'm taking a picture of Jobu on the streets. And one of the hosts from Fox and Friends comes over and is like, what are you doing?
Someone said, where can I buy a Mark Combs, autographed Mark Combs bobblehead?
I actually looked to get some bobbleheads made of Jobu. But it's about $75 just to get one. So it's kind of pricey. I might actually get a couple of them made over the summer, depending on how much money I have, but you know, it's so much stuff that I can do. So Fox and Friends, the guy says, hold on a minute, so after I told the story. So he comes out and he's, here it is, I'm on Fox and Friends. And he's like, and I'm like, you know, well, so what are you doing, buddy? I said, I'm Mark Holmes here, I'm here at the Super Bowl, and you know, here trying to spread some mojo for my Dallas Cowboys. Okay. Inside the NFL, when they used to be on Showtime, we were at the Hall of Fame.
Oh yeah, I remember this. I saw the clip.
And I was taking pictures of Jobu with my camera, looking at the fireworks and the stage and stuff. So I'm filming that to go ahead and use a clip for myself, not knowing that one of the cameras that it's on the little crane is actually right there filming me, filming Jobu, filming the fireworks. And when they did their season opening advertisements, they had like a 20-second clip of me and Jobu in there to start it out. So I'm getting calls from a friend that, hey man, I see you on Showtime. I'm like, what are you talking about? Jobu for Showtime's Inside the NFL. So it was kind of crazy. But how's the stream doing? How are we looking?
I mean, it's still going.
Okay. Well, we've dropped off down to 4 people. I guess I'm boring people now.
People are just like, well, yours has like 40.
Okay. All right.
But some people are saying they're going back and forth.
Oh, they're going back and forth? Okay.
And because some people say like looking at the road and hearing us talk.
Well, it's beautiful. See, well, what we should have been doing is doing Skyline Drive then. Although, that's kind of...
I don't know this truck.
Yeah, that's
I drove Skyline Drive home before.
Well,
it might not be the best one.
This truck, this takes up a lot of the road stuff, but yeah, this is definitely going to be fun.
People are loving this watching it.
Maybe that's what we need to do, is we just need to have a live stream camera on the road. Just don't talk, just have a camera.
Some people listen to podcasts and stuff about hearing people talk.
Well, you know, they had the cherry blossom camera which on the mall with the cherry blossoms. It's just a camera on the mall that's just on 24 hours a day.
Cameras everywhere.
Yeah, it's crazy. Hello, everybody. I'm Mark Holmes, and this, of course, is
Michael Anthony Fitness.
And we are doing a test run. We are so excited about leaving for the draft in less than 2 weeks, guys. We are trying to make this the be-all, end-all, one-of-a-kind event at the draft. We want to put ESPN, NFL Network, Fox Sports to shame. We want to be the thing that everybody's talking about. You know, yeah, of course, the draft picks. But we want people to talk about that, man. Oh, man, that tailgate party, that draft, that coverage that you had. And I just can't believe that we're going to be getting the talent together that we have. I'm talking Law Nation, man. The voice. You're listening to nothing but the best from Law Nation.
Oh, yeah, James Harden.
Bosh. You got Bosh, the man who, it's hard to get a word in edgewise, but knows everything about every player out there. And I love him with the exception of the fact that he's a Jason Garrett fan.
Someone said check out Dez's Twitter.
What does Dez Twitter say?
I don't know, so someone said that.
I check it out, but we've been kind of busy
I'm out.
working. I'll be honest, we had so much work and stuff to do, and I've been trying to get done.
I would check it out with the live streams.
Yeah, I mean, we could always go back to once. Check and see how much bandwidth we use here, because we've been on almost an hour.
It's 9:50. 960.
Really? 960.
That's been almost.
So we've got 2 cameras going. How many minutes on that one? 40 something?
Yeah, about 42 minutes.
This is almost an hour here, so we've only used up 1 gig.
We used less than a gig.
That's good.
We used almost a gig.
Almost a gig with two separate devices hooked up and streaming at the same time. That's good. That's actually a lot better than I thought. I was worried that we were going to be using up a couple of gigs an hour. But if we
just have to get more.
Well, here's what's good. Again, guys, just bear with us. We're basically just keeping the camera on.
Just kind of
testing this out. Unfortunately, when I got this, I didn't realize that it started on the 15th and ended on the 15th. So I got 20 gigs that I have to, or I don't have to use them, but 20 gigs until the 15th, and I'm trying to find out what this thing can really do. So
we got $2 donation from.
Oh, all right.
I'll
tell you what. Anybody who does super chats. Okay, here's what we're gonna do. I've got tomorrow night. We'll do another regular drawing. We'll do one of the other shirts that I have autographed. We have a separate drawing for Dak Prescott. I can't let that one go because it costs a whole lot of money. It ain't easy to get Dak Prescott. But if you want to be part of that one, if you go to the home page and click on the PayPal icon up there, or you go to CowboyJobu.com and scroll all the way down to the donate button.
Someone said Dez Bryant is tripping.
What is he? Please tell me what he's saying.
He said, why is Dez Bryant tripping? I don't.
Because he knows that the end is near.
Hey, but he'll find another team.
He'll find another team, but you know,
somebody will be knocking at his door. Maybe not for 16 a year.
You know, I've actually lost focus on everything that I was talking about because I was actually.
They said Dez Bryant going off on Twitter.
Okay.
He is going off on Twitter.
Well, what do you expect?
I don't blame him either. Because he said in the beginning he's not taking a pay cut.
All right. Well, here's what's all that?
I don't know. Someone just write Dez Bryant on.
All right. I'm gonna share with you guys.
Someone said, what did he say? I want to know the same thing too. What he said.
Well, we're gonna have to end one of the streams, but here's what I got a little birdie that's been talking to me. I know people say you're just a guy with a voodoo doll and a day job.
Maybe it's the voodoo talking to me.
But I've got somebody who told me, actually I knew about the meeting, Dez Bryant meeting, the night before. It was going to be on Friday. But I didn't go out with it, one, because I didn't want to mess up my source, and two, I didn't want to hear people say that I'm just a clickbaiter. Wow, look at the colors over here, Mike. It's kind of pretty out there.
Yes.
But they told me that the meeting was going to be Friday, and it was going to be just Jerry Jones and Des Bryant. And that was before it was being reported by anybody. That was the same time that Mike Fisher started.
Let's see. He said, I've really been enjoying the off season. I've been in my life heading on so much media trying to deserve a single soul. Let me see if I can pull it up again. A single soul, which is very sad, but what is great is someone gave another $10 donation.
Shout out to you. Everybody who does the donation, you're going to be entered for tomorrow night's drawing. I appreciate all this, the super chats and stuff. They help the channel grow. Guys, I'm trying to do anything and everything to make this the best channel out there.
Well, the last part is I'm so effing bothered.
I'm so effing bothered.
It said so uneffing bothered.
Well, here's the thing.
Maybe.
He's okay. From what I've been told, now he hasn't actually started working out with the Route Guru yet. Appreciate the super chat. What's the name of the super chat?
Ayo Bread.
Ayo Bread. I appreciate that. There was another one in there.
Williams.
Williams. Thank you very much for the super chat. Anybody who's been on this channel for any length of time knows that we have been improving from day one. I want this to be like a real telecast. You guys have seen how the whole man cave has grown, the studio, the equipment, the mixer, the cameras. I put everything back into this channel because I truly love this. I love sharing. I love talking with you guys and everything else. So when you guys do super chats,
someone asked
donations,
going golfing this weekend with Bill Bates.
I won't be golfing with them because I really don't golf very well. I've been to the driving range a couple of times, and yeah, it's kind of like hack-a-shack. But I'm gonna at least get to hang out with them and get some more autographs. So I'll have some more Bill Bates autograph shirts and things. But whenever you guys do super chats or donations, I put it into what I do. When we do the tailgates, we did the tailgate in Dallas. We had probably about 80 people.
That was on the channel.
I didn't charge anybody anything for it. I had people that donated money and said, hey, here's $10 to help out, or $20. Yeah, that's what I mean. And that's great. But I don't want this to be, it's a $50 fee to be part of that. Listen, I don't care.
We had too much.
What was cool was we had people that were tailgating beside us.
That came over and
that we were sharing Mojo Punch with and chicken wings and things like that, because there's so much hate in the world, man. There's so many people that will sooner say F you than say hello. I don't want to be that guy. I want to be a positive influence to people. And that's what bothers me about all these people that just hate me for whatever reason. They're always talking negative. You're an idiot. You're ugly. You're fat. Your haircut is ugly. And you're gray. You're too old for it. Why? If you don't like it, just go on. There's no need to just be ugly to people.
Some people just want their voice heard.
I don't know if it's just for attention or what. But you know what? If I can do something to help somebody else out, I'm gonna do it.
What's that kid's name?
Who?
The one that I saw on phone.
Oh, Pierce.
Yeah.
Oh, Pierce. Pierce watches all the time, and Pierce, I expect you to be the guest of honor at the tailgate there, buddy. I'm expecting to see you, and I might have something special just for you, Pierce. Okay, so yeah, I would sooner try and help somebody else bring them up than to bring them down.
You help him come out of the show.
I don't know. I'm not going to take credit for all that one. I mean, that's a nice thought and all that, but no, I'm not going to take credit for that. But listen, my thing is this, and people, I haven't made it. I'm not going to be arrogant and act like I've made it, because I got a long way to go. I mean, you see this. You see paint on my hands here, okay? My knees, I've got a big scar from when I had the flesh-eating bacteria that when I get down on my knees, still 20 years later, it just peels and gets raw. Well, it's raw right now because I've been down on my knees, getting the floor and stuff cleaned and up under the sink, hooking up the plumbing and everything else. I worked my ass off for a living. Everything I have, which isn't much, I have worked for. But when you make it, in life, it is your job and your responsibility to try and pull up your your fellow man with you on the mountain. But unfortunately, when most people make it, they just say, "To hell with everybody else,"
That's right.
And they get greedy. How much more can I have? How much money can you have? Because you know what? When you die, that money don't mean shit. You can't make you live any longer. The most valuable thing that anybody and everybody owns is time. You can't buy it. You only have X number of it. It's precious. So what are you going to do with your time? And when you're gone, it's going to be the mark that you leave behind that will be your memory. That's the only way you can live on. So when I die, I want to make sure this guy knows what he's doing to take care of himself and his family and stuff. I want to make sure that what I do helps the fellow man after I'm gone. And that people remember and say, "Hey, man, Mark, he was a stand-up guy, man. He did this, this, and this to help the world."
With this user, 9.85.
So,
All just use again.
we've used about a gig, right?
Yeah, we used about the gig.
With
It's
two,
on the ass in the chat.
yeah, we've been on for over an hour on Michael's and probably almost an hour. So we've been going 2 hours straight
Just between the two of
with
us.
two cameras going. We're at the 291 mile marker, so 291 miles. We got on here at 222, so we got about 70. We got about 80 miles behind us. Now, once we get on 66, that's where there's usually bad reception. So we'll find out
Yeah,
if
once
this
the
thing
first
really
leg of it
does what it says it can do.
I mean, it's still working because people are still commenting.
Okay, so news that's happened while we've been on the road. Des Bryant is going off on Twitter. Alden Smith was arrested with a .40, not a .040, a .40. We're talking about, that's like alcohol poisoning level. That's you could die level drunk. That guy needs some real help. That's beyond the football field. That's somebody that you have to worry about. Are they going to be here next year?
Why are they gonna be here tomorrow?
Right.
Probably lucky he got pulled over.
So yeah, that's bad. So we got Des Bryant going crazy on Twitter, getting ready for this meeting. I'm sure if he's kind of losing it on Twitter, that's not helping for that meeting tomorrow. I mean, if you're the Cowboys, if you're the Cowboys, and you're sitting there thinking, maybe Des Bryant's will be okay. If he's losing it on Twitter, you're kind of like, okay, our decision's been made.
What he's saying on Twitter too.
You're looking at this saying, dude ain't saving. It's time to move on. That's what you're doing. He is making sure that it's done. That's what that is going to end up being. Best thing you can do is stay off social media. You don't need to draw attention to you on the hook.
Someone said that guy getting arrested is not news.
Well, it's not news. It's not news for Cowboy fans, but it's news in the fact that all these things are going on in the NFL with other players, but the NFL's not saying jack.
So I said for a second that there was a bad connection.
Well, we're going to probably end up having a bad connection when we get.
Well, I said for a second and then it went away.
If that's all we've had in over an hour of driving, we're doing pretty good.
So it might be sections where it might be bad.
Well, that's we've had sections in the man cave.
And now it's saying, okay, now it's flickering back and forth. Bad connection.
Okay. And apparently, Jobu has been seen on ESPN today.
We're on the commercial for that show.
Someone said they're going to record it and send you the clip.
That's wild. Yeah.
I mean, it's on right now, so.
It's on. Oh, yeah.
They say 8 o'clock. 8 o'clock on ESPN on the main channel.
But I wonder what they did.
They probably did that for the people. You know how they do the show, the people that didn't win, so they just put the clips on there
Yes.
for the first episode.
that we had all these people in there. Well,
But there's some examples of people who into this.
that damn
Okay.
Jobu. But see,
The message finally went away. It was on for about a minute or two, and then it
okay.
went away.
What's kind of it's crazy. This is going to sound crazy when I say this, guys, but I swear, sometimes shit happens with Jobu that makes me kind of go, huh? Did that really happen? Things have happened that I know would not have happened if it wasn't for Jobu. Because here's the thing.
Talk about two NFL players.
Well, it's memorable. Sean Lee remembered us from when we first met him 2 years before.
He got up from his seat.
Well, no, I'm talking about last time. And for him, it's like, oh, shit, there's Joe.
But he got up, he actually got out of his seat.
That was crazy.
For a few minutes and saw Jobu and did a video. So he actually watches stuff.
To get,
I would be surprised if Sean Lee actually watches the Jobu channel in secret. I would be surprised.
That would be crazy.
Well, I think he gave him a T-shirt too.
Oh yeah, he's got.
So he definitely knows.
There's a lot of players that actually have. Tyrone Crawford has one.
Dak Prescott was seen on Instagram.
Yeah, Dak was actually wearing his out.
He was actually cool after he heard the story.
That's crazy. Okay, so we're almost we're rolling. We're almost to 66 now.
So far, no messages.
No messages
about the bad connection.
Okay.
It was only on for like a minute. It'll flash up and then it'll go away.
You're always going to go through bad zones and stuff.
I know, but it wasn't as bad as normally.
We'll know in about 5 miles how good this thing actually is.
It's working.
Oh, that's cool. Well, we're getting kind of dark in here.
But some videos like this, like having that conversation.
Yeah.
They don't care about seeing our faces.
Yeah, I can understand that. Because you know what? High def isn't for everybody. So, Mike just admitted that he was embarrassed by Jobu.
In the beginning.
Maybe that's why Michael was always, every time I'm like, Mike, you know,
I was like, no.
That's your, he would say, that's your thing, man.
No. I used to do the same thing with Kayla too, when I first started getting on camera with her too. So, it was both of you guys.
I was like, man, I was offended and stuff. It's like, man, my kids, they're embarrassed by what I do. In fact, my wife once said, I'm not sure that I want to be known.
I remember that.
Yeah, I'm not sure that I want my husband to be known for having a voodoo doll. I was like, are you saying we need to choose between Jobu? If it comes to that, honey, I'll get rid of Jobu.
I mean, she's a little bit more accepting name.
Yeah, she is. She definitely is. But what's crazy, I'm telling you, it's crazy the stuff that has happened since I've had Jobu. Here we are in Minneapolis. There's a little girl that they've got with an Action News t-shirt on, and she's supposed to be interviewing police. Well, she's supposed to be basically doing interviews at the Super Bowl. They're putting them all together as a montage. And we're set up with United Way's virtual reality setup, which is really, really cool. It was really popular. And the police dogs and the policemen were there, and she was supposed to be interviewing the police dog. But they were like, well, we got to go let the dog out and everything else, so we'll come back later. It's just like, oh, darn. So one of the people from United Way went over and said, oh, well, we have our booth over here, and, come check it out. And they're like, oh, yeah, okay. And so I took Jobu, who had his microphone, and said, boy, my competition is getting younger every year. I'm Cowboy Jobu, reporting live from the Super Bowl. And the cameraman looks over and is like, okay. So the next thing I know, the little girl is coming over with the microphone and she's interviewing me with Jobu, and I'm talking about the United Way setup and everything else. And they used it on the clip. So I was like, I got publicity for United Way because of Jobu. But I know it's one of those things that had I not had Jobu,
that's right,
it wouldn't have happened. And I know that Sean Lee wouldn't remember meeting me without Jobu. So Jobu's brought a lot of luck to me. It's been a great conversation starter, and
I know Dak Prescott was happy the second time. Because I remember the first time he was kind of scared.
that first time Dak was like, "Whoa!" He was kind of. Tyron Smith is still scared to death of Jobu.
Remember, but you said go talk to Sean Lee. I think he had a conversation with Ty because they're both there.
Yeah. My dream is actually to get in closer with the team and stuff. You know, love to get into the locker room or something. Maybe one day we'll get that way.
It flashed up for a second and then went away.
What did?
The bad connection.
Okay. That wasn't somebody telling you that.
No, it said on the thing very bad connection that went away.
All right.
So I might have like spots
guys,
where
this will probably, if we lose you or we get bad signal, this will be where we go because this.
But
is
the good thing is only saying that for a second they went
that's
away.
that connection.
So
Well, for the next about 15 miles is actually bad zone. We're on Interstate 66 around Front Royal. So this is what I'm interested in.
Well, someone said this is working out great.
Well, it'll be better that Michael doesn't have to actually hold the phone like he's doing now.
I mean, people on here are just liking that them having a conversation and then just looking at the road.
Yeah. And what's funny is everybody's like, well, Michael never talks. It's like, I guess he doesn't have to because I talk so damn much.
It's all good.
Oh, man, I am tired. Can't wait to get home to see my wife. Take a nice hot shower.
Someone said Jobu needs a new jersey on my market.
The jersey he's wearing is actually signed by Dak Prescott. And interesting story, he used to wear one that was signed by Tony Romo, and when I took the one off Tony Romo is when Tony Romo got hurt. I took Tony Romo's off, put Dak Prescott on, and Tony Romo hurt his back and Dak Prescott started playing. So I'm afraid to take that jersey off. But we'll probably have, we'll get a draft jersey for the 18 draft.
Yeah. I think number 17 was cursed.
You know what?
Because who was number 17?
Jason.
That's right.
The Clapper.
So
here.
cursed. Because of Mr. Clapper.
Yeah. That didn't work out too good. So actually, on the t-shirts now, Jobu's number is 1. Because I don't want to hear all the questions this year of who's 18. Pickle sausage. Are we still getting?
It's working fine now. It just went off the X's when it came with the bad signal.
So far it's working good. Just have to have spots working well.
Thank everybody for being our guinea pigs tonight. We're getting ready to give you guys 24-hour coverage starting Tuesday night through Saturday. Literally, we're going to be like ESPN on 24 hours. This shit's going to be crazy, Mike.
I know it's going to be. Everybody says the sound's good and it looks good.
Cannot wait.
I've been going good.
This is going to be me putting together all of the stuff that I've been collecting. So we'll have the mic mixer there, the wireless microphones on people.
Yeah, my phone is just too small. I can't even read the comments and looking at them.
Well, shout out to everybody who's come in and been the guinea pigs for us.
Most people are going from one shoot to the other.
Well, it's nothing to see here except the back end.
Yeah, well, I mean, it's dark inside.
Yeah.
That's all good.
But I'm ready.
I'm ready too.
I am so ready. So is anybody watching the ESPN show? Did they see me on there? Or was it just the commercials?
Well, people are saying I saw Mark on ESPN.
Was it just like a quick clip or what?
It probably was. Other people who like violence or whatever.
There's something.
Someone asked how old Jobu is.
Jobu, the first game we went to was 2013 in New York, which was this true story.
Yeah, someone said it was quick. So it's probably like a little
Okay,
clip.
so hey.
But at least you got ESPN.
At least I got on there. The first game we went to was 2013 at MetLife Stadium after the Giants won the Super Bowl. And you will know that the Giants, since that time, Eli Manning has gone downhill. We photobombed Victor Cruz, and he stopped salsa dancing.
Isn't he out of the league?
Yeah. And they have not. I've been to 3 games at MetLife. All 3 the Cowboys have won. I can't say we got anything to do with that, but just saying. And Jobu has been undefeated at FedEx Field. Is it 3 or 4 games you've been to?
Every game I've been to.
And it's been some crazy finishes where we've won, like, games we shouldn't have, including in 2015. That year when we had Matt Castle, the only one they won was that game. So, a lot of people keep saying that the Cowboys are cursed because of Jobu. Why is this person breaking in the middle of the room? Okay. People say that the Cowboys are cursed because of Jobu. Jobu's only been around since 2013.
That's right.
Okay. The Cowboys weren't doing crap before Jobu, so don't put that on me. Oh boy. So that's cool though, because I was sitting here. I was hesitant to actually say that I had auditioned for that show.
But people are saying they saw this clip on this of the.
With the people that hate me out there, I was going to say, if I say, "Oh yeah, I auditioned for that show," they're going to be like, "Yeah, right."
But people say
sure
I saw
you did. Yeah, you're just a liar. You're a clickbaiter.
Yeah, I wish you would have known it.
And I was just kind of like,
I wish you would have known.
Auditioned for it. But
I wish you would have known this because Paul Tracy had to record it for us.
Sure could have. Well, we were live streaming on there.
I'm talking about if you were early.
Yeah, if I know.
But she was home all day.
No, she's. I don't know if she's home.
But she was off today.
She was?
I thought she was Thursday and Friday off.
Oh. Didn't know that. Okay.
I remember mentioning it.
That's right, you did say that.
That's all good. People, someone's gonna send you the clip.
Well, damn.
That's all good. Someone's gonna send you the
Wish I could
clip.
have been home and off. Damn.
It's all good. Someone's going to send you the clip.
Oh, I can't wait to see that. Shout out to you. Thank you very much for saving the clip on that. All right, so far, now let's see when we go between the mountains.
I mean, so far it's working.
With 2 devices, I'm impressed. Do we have anybody actually on the chat?
On which one?
On.
Now it's 10:17.
No. 10:17.
You have all the bars.
Okay. All right, so it looks like this is going to work for us then. Because, usually
Well,
I
my
can't.
question is how much is going to the draft?
Well, but here's the thing. What we do is we bite the bullet and get 50 megs, 50 gigs. Remember? They said they had that plan with 50 gigabytes. Well, here's the other thing. Actually, what we really should do is we need to use up all of this to see how slow it is when it's.
Oh, yeah.
Because it may be that it's still enough bandwidth even when it slows down. Which means we got to use up.
I wonder if they're charging
10
more
gigs.
if it goes over the 20.
No, they don't. It just slows down.
Also, so basically kind of like unlimited, but it just slows
It's
down.
right, and so you don't know if the slow down service is slowed down to the point where we can't do what we're doing, where it's low quality, where it's pixelated. You know what I mean?
So that's what the difference is. They get 20, and that slows down.
Right, but I can bump it up to the 50 plan just for the trip.
But we don't need it when we have the RV campground.
No, we won't need it then, and we may not need it for during the daytime. It may be that we get enough bandwidth until the place starts really getting crowded. But if we're only using,
Well, I think especially where we are too. That's close to the stadium.
here's the thing we got to think of too. We're doubling it up because we've got 2 devices that are live streaming right now. So the fact that we're doing that, we're using up twice the amount of
It's working fine.
gigs. I can't believe that we got a signal through here because usually.
Well, when I looked at that, all the bars were lit up.
Well, this is going between the mountains here in Front Royal. And I have yet to see a bad signal. You probably drop back because it's.
No, it's 4 bars now.
That's pretty amazing.
I mean, it drops the ball too, but
Shout out to Netgear and the Nighthawk because you're doing it.
Someone said don't mess with Jobu.
You know what? You don't want to. I'd hate to find out the hard way. You know, a lot of people are saying, oh, you got to put them in the wood chipper or have a sacrificial burning of it with something right there. Yeah, okay. And then watch some crazy stuff happen to me. I can't believe that we still have a signal. Shout out to all you guys that are helping us check out.
People are excited about the stream.
Okay. Well, remember to, guys, don't forget to go through all the featured channels that are on there. All those guys that are featured are all part of our draft coverage. So everybody is going to be doing stuff at the draft. You don't want to miss anything. You're going to see the sights and sounds. You're going to see NFL experience. You're going to see fans and everything else. So what you want to do is you want to make sure that you are subscribed to all those channels and you get notified of everything.
No, click that bell so you can be notified.
Right. Click the bell. So E2 Blue, John Gardner, who is DMV Dallas Cowboys, Shango, Law Nation, Bosch Lombardi,
And
Michael Anthony Fitness. Make sure you guys are subscribed to them so you don't miss a minute of the draft coverage, guys. This is going to be awesome. Now, if we're getting this kind of signal right now, and I've got the two antennas that are going to go on this side, because we'll be able to put the antennas like up. What we'll be able to do is put the antennas on top of the RV and just have they're magnetic. Well, there's the bars for the ladders and stuff. So there's got to be some metal.
That should be enough.
If hell, if we need to, we can get sticky a suction cup or something, or and then just have this like maybe I get a piece of Velcro. We just put this on the back of the vehicle, or just someplace so that way it's up high. Make it easier for line of sight.
Well, we'll see the vehicle like on the 18th before we leave.
Yeah.
So we can always check it out and see.
True on that one. Oh, I can't wait. Oh, I can't wait. This is going to be incredible. I mean incredible. I'm going to smoke probably about 6 port shoulders. I can't believe we got a signal through Front Royal.
I mean, I haven't seen anything that said bad connection.
Well,
Very
see what
bad
happens when
connection.
we go through Marshall and into Gainesville. Wow. This is unbelievable. It's unbelievable that you guys are watching us in the dark. Alright, so any other news on Des Bryant's meltdown on Twitter that we're missing? Because this is where I usually kind of lose everything. Because I'm on the road and everything, driving, and I'm not surfing the web.
Someone said they can't wait to do the hot wing challenge.
Oh, that's gonna be crazy, man!
That's gonna be
I
cool.
can't wait to get this hot sauce from the hot sauce company.
I just got email on that.
Oh man, yeah. We may have to do like a giveaway if somebody like can do the hot ones. The hottest ones.
Okay, now it's saying bad connection.
Okay, so we are still seems to be okay on this end.
Well, mine doesn't say it, but I'm here. It said bad connection.
So
Okay,
what-
now it went away.
Well,
So you might have patches.
might be patches and also two. We also have two, so there's twice the signal that's going out when we're just.
So it might have
driving
patches.
one.
While trying to look for the signal, but it was on for a
So
second.
sometimes I'm downstairs hooked up and I get bad signal, even with the what you call it plugged into the computer.
Well, it depends on which one. Oh yeah.
The Ethernet cable.
Probably could have a lot of stuff.
How did they come up with Ethernet? Why can't you make something easy to remember?
Well, Ethernet.
Ethernet. What the fuck is that?
That's like download.
I know, but the name I'm talking about. Couldn't you come up with something easier?
I mean, that's
Like computer plug? You know, computer
Ethernet.
data plug, Ethernet cable. What the hell is the Ethernet?
The
Come on,
connection
man.
to the internet.
Come on, man.
It's a connection to the internet.
And see, you guys are, you don't know how lucky y'all are.
Someone said they can't wait to try Jobu's food.
See, you guys don't know how lucky y'all are because you guys have, you know, internet. You got smartphones. You know, you don't know how to spell something. All you have to do is say it. For me, growing up, man, I was dyslexic. And I can't spell worth crap. The teacher always say, look it up. Try and look up knee and you don't know how to spell knee. It starts with the N, I mean, K-N-E. I mean, come on, knee? How the fuck does it start with a K? Or knock? It was hell growing up. Y'all just don't know how easy y'all have it. Anyway, that's me having a flashback to my
I can't
youth.
lie. I use YouTube past college. I can't lie.
I can't lie that YouTube is it. You want to know how to do something? Look at a YouTube video.
Now I'll tell you
Now you can't use all of them because some of those are not so good.
You can't go on YouTube to build a house.
No, you can.
But you go on YouTube to figure out how to
But
fix
see,
something.
what you have to understand is not everybody is credible with what they do. Okay, there's a lot of TV shows on House and Garden TV. I see them do stuff, and I'm like, that shit's not gonna last. That shit's gonna kill somebody.
What's that show? The House Hunters. That's one of the ones that's like, okay, that's fake.
You know, some of those shows I'd never buy those houses that they'd have done some stuff to. Because I look at that saying, man, that ain't gonna last. I know that the house that we just left has been there for 9 years, and everything works on it, from the HVAC to the plumbing to hot water heater. I know that stuff that we build is going to be there. So many people build stuff, and it's like, I see we got, build stuff, and it's like, how much money can I make off of it? I'm trying to build something that I don't get callbacks from people saying that I did crappy work. So I end up usually overbuilding it. Maybe that's why I don't have a whole lot of money.
That's all good. You got happy tenants for the most part.
Yeah, they don't go anywhere.
And you keep getting phone calls.
We had to get rid of that one. That was just too damn dirty. That was just nasty dirty. I feel sorry for whoever she's renting from. I cannot believe we have had a signal the whole way.
Yeah, flash for a second, then went away.
But it's still never cut off though.
Nope.
That's the worst of it.
If it's really bad, it'll just cut off. If it's really bad.
Yeah. Man, I'm tired. We're at 19 miles. Was that 20 mile marker? We got about 35 miles left on 66, and then about another 12 on Ferris County Parkway, and I'll be home. So about 40-some miles left to go to get home. Get home about 9:15 or so, and hopefully by the time we get home, we'll see a clip of ESPN. What? We only have one person on Michael Anthony's channel. What's wrong with you people? What's wrong with you people? We're running a test here. I need your help. Jump over on the Michael Anthony Fitness's channel. Are y'all bored after an hour and a half of us on the road? Come on, man. You guys have to get in shape for the road trip. I want to see, you know, is there a way that we can see who's watched the most?
I don't think so. I wish there was, but I don't think.
If we, you know what? I would do something special. If there's a way that we can find out who literally watches the most on the road trip draft thing.
I wish there was a way, but I don't think there is.
Give away one of the autographed shirts or something. Thank you. Man, you guys listen, I appreciate we're back up to 8 people over here. Thank you. How's the signal, guys? I know the picture is dark. I can't read the comments because they're too small.
I need to figure out how to make them bigger.
But
yours is big that you can see it.
I appreciate everybody who's been on the channel
On both.
while we've been live streaming here. I appreciate you guys keeping us informed of what's been going on with Des Bryant having a
Everybody's saying the stream's good.
Twitter
On that
tirade.
side.
Oh, we're up to 10. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you. And everybody who's done a super chat, thank you. We'll enter you for a drawing for tomorrow night's live stream. And believe me, we're going to have a lot to talk about tomorrow night at 9 o'clock Eastern with whatever happens with Des Bryant. That's going to be huge. So thank God we will have this Nighthawk while we're working out in, what you call it?
Yeah, signal is great here.
Yeah, we're doing great. Go figure.
I want to say you need your own radio station.
I need my own radio station. Well, I thought that's what YouTube kind of was. I've thought about doing podcasts, but I'm kind of like, if you can watch the video, why are you going to listen to a podcast?
Because some people have time to watch the video.
Okay.
Some people just want to just listen.
Anybody? Okay. Question: if we started a podcast, would you guys actually listen to it? Because again, that's one of those things that's more time that you got to spend, and I've got to spend time with my beautiful wife because I can't keep neglecting her.
Well, you can do,
I got.
You can do like one a week.
Anybody interested in listening to a podcast?
Everybody's saying that they so far they're saying I'll listen.
Okay. All right. I wish, okay, so yeah, this is another spot, Marshall.
Oh, it said for a second, then went away. It must not have been that bad. Oh, no, it's good now.
It reconnected, okay.
Oh, it went away. It went away.
Uh-oh, is that Deidre?
I think it is.
No, click on that. See that? Number 9. Still signal back, full signal?
Yeah, nothing. It's good now. Somebody might have patches.
Well, there's always going to be some bad spots.
But it's not as bad as I thought it was going to be. I mean, we had that. Because it went off and then reconnected and it was good.
Oh, boy. All right, so we're at Marshall, so Haymarket's coming right up.
Working. Everybody says this was working. It's good now.
Cool beans. This is almost like a game live stream. But are you at 11 yet?
10.37.
Wow, that's pretty good. So we live streamed 2 things. It'll be over 2 hours on both of them. I bet your arm's about to drop, isn't it? Fall off. Shout out to Michael Anthony Fitness, who's getting his fitness on, because he's literally been holding my cell phone up in the air for a couple hours now.
Well, about an hour and 30.
Yeah. So he's getting his work done.
Everybody says I need to do a podcast.
That you need to do a podcast?
That's what they're doing. That's what they're saying in the chat.
Okay.
I don't know how to go about doing one.
It's not that. I mean, it's not hard. I mean, it's just like doing.
I mean, I know all you're doing is just you're talking, but I don't know how to put them out.
I looked into doing, because that was one of the things I put on my goals of things to do, but it's kind of like, I worry if you try, one of the reasons why I kind of slowed down on doing stuff on Facebook is you can be a jack of all trades, but you're really not mastering any. What's been great is Ari Timken, who runs Phantom, which is a Facebook site. They've got, since we've joined, Law Nation's on there, Okoye, the guy who does the Des Bryant videos, and a lot of other different guys. He's focusing on YouTube. He's actually taking care of, not YouTube, on Facebook. He's actually taking care of putting content on Facebook for me for Jobu, which is good because I kind of neglected. That's where I started, was Facebook. And for years, nothing really transpired on YouTube. Nobody was watching YouTube. So after Tony Romo got hurt, people were looking for anything they could find on Dak Prescott. I had this video that I did after the Senior Bowl in said that Dak Prescott would be the perfect quarterback for the Dallas Cowboys, and broke it down on all the things that I've liked about Dak Prescott. And once he became the starting quarterback, everybody was looking for anything and everything that they could about Dak Prescott. They stumbled across that video and started watching and said, okay, this guy started saying things about Dak Prescott before anybody else, and that kind of gave me a little bit of credibility, and that's where the channel went from 300 subscribers to my first 1,000 on my birthday in October. And since then, it's been a steady climb up. Since then, it's kind of crazy. So you guys bored yet after all this time of us being on the road talking about everything and anything and everything? I appreciate everybody who's been here. I know this is not exciting. I don't have my screen and stuff, but actually when we're at the draft, we'll be able to have multiple cameras while we're going down the road, and we'll be talking definitely the draft and strategy and things like that. This is just an impromptu test to see what we're going to be capable of doing and how many gigabytes we're going to need for this trip. But right now, I am totally impressed that we've got 2 live streams going at the same time here, and that we haven't dropped a signal too much. So that's cool.
Yeah, we've only hit 1 rush patch.
And apologize that, we're here and it's dark, but appreciate you guys doing this for us. Whew. We'll be back home hopefully in about 35-40 minutes, so we'll be able to end it then. One thing I definitely think we're going to need to take is some cough drops.
That's right.
And some throat spray, because we're going to need to be ready for this trip. Woo-wee! All right, where are we? 31 mile marker. 24 miles left on 66. Is there any other news, guys? I need you guys to be my eyes and ears.
I think the main thing is there's my belt down on this on
yeah,
Twitter.
Okay, so the first time we're actually getting it's
was that on this one?
on yours now, so it lost the signal for a moment. It's reconnecting. We're back up on there. So we lost it on yours. Oh, it's back. Okay. So that's the first time we've actually lost the signal on here. We're talking about this trip's 153 miles, so that's pretty good. So if we take what we did here, multiply it by 9, that's basically what we're going to be doing to Dallas, or getting to Dallas. Amazed at how little data that this is used. This is fantastic, guys. Finally lost it.
No, came back up.
Came back up.
It's a very bad connection, but came back up.
Okay.
So it might be just pixelated right
So,
there.
We lost it there for a second. If you could, tell us what your thoughts are on how well the signal was, ideas of things that you'd like to see us do.
Okay, it's good now. It's good now.
Okay. Sorry, we kind of went through a bad
Someone said, I just hope Chaz Green doesn't play.
Oh, jeez. So he's still not on the team.
I wonder what he's still doing. Is he still on the team?
I'm sure he is.
Now?
He didn't play anymore after that Atlanta game last year.
Of course he didn't.
I think that.
But that was mostly coaching though. Because you don't let the man let 2 sacks go and don't do anything about it. After the first one, you should do something about it.
Well, okay, not the first one, but you can see the whole game long. It was the same thing. It's like, why the hell are you not adjusting? Okay, what you want to do is when you have a guy that's leaving space like that, you want to throw to that spot. You want to end up basically, he's leaving a gap. The way you slow down the pass rush is you go to where the blitzing is coming from. Okay? If you have a guy who's getting there and getting sacks, you don't want to try and do long developing plays. You want to go to the outlet guy. I mean, mean, that's just football coaching 101. But, you know, we've got the clapper who doesn't know how to adjust. Actually, after we get, I think about another 3 miles, I think it's great cell signal the rest of the way.
I mean, it's fine on here.
Okay.
Yeah, it hasn't popped up again.
Are we getting any comments on suggestions of things that people would like to see?
I didn't see anything.
Okay.
Oh. Yeah, someone said one suggestion, fire Jason Garrett.
Well, things that we actually have control over. Things that we can actually do. So Des Bryant's losing it on Twitter. I wonder what Des Bryant is doing.
Because he's
now on
scared.
Twitter. Huh?
Because he knows that his time's coming up.
Well, you know, you remember when DeMario was over and Ainsley Battles at the house? The thing that we don't think about, you know, we all think,
what did Ainsley say? He said
that one dude.
That, yeah, about his came to the lock and forgot to fire him.
Yeah. But we don't, you know, we see, oh man, they're a football player. They get paid tons of money and stuff, but there's so much uncertainty.
And then he said another thing too. They had 30 guys out there on the practice field gunning for someone else's job.
Right. But yeah, and they're always looking at this. I didn't know, but they said, man, there's cameras in the locker rooms and microphones. They said that literally they watch and want to know every single thing that goes on.
And don't let them ask you to bring your playbook.
Right. But Ainsley was talking about this guy that he's sitting at his locker getting dressed, and he puts on the shoes, and man, my shoes are too big. What the hell? And dude walks up behind him and says, hey, what are you doing? And he looks up and realizes it's a different name on the locker. And they forgot to tell him that they cut him. But he was talking about another guy who got cut and brought back like 6 times during the season. He's there one week, play a couple plays, boom, they got cut on Monday. And he said, what you don't realize is when you get cut and you got to go someplace else, you're not getting paid. That's on you. And I look at DeMario, who was with the Jets, then went to Cleveland, went back to the Jets, and now is in New Orleans. So, you know, you got a wife, you got kids and things, you're uprooting everything that you're doing. There's so much uncertainty that's there. So Des Bryant, who has been a Dallas Cowboy player all his life, I mean, all his professional career, now the big money for free agency is gone, may be cut and have to start all over, and it's so much uncertainty. I would go crazy. I mean, where am I going to live? What team am I going to play? What coach am I going to have? What kind of offense? How much money am I going to be paid? That shit is crazy.
I'm going to be scared. I'll be scared.
And like Ainsley was talking about, he could have been a scout, but he's like, you're on the road about 275 days a year.
All scouting.
And there's no guarantees, you know. The coach gets fired, boom, there goes your career. You know, you pack up and you got to go to someplace else. So it's not as great as we think it is being a professional football player. You think about the injuries. You think about what is my life going to be like after football? Am I going to be crippled? Am I going to be mentally sound? And as you look at some of these players that are been around for a while, you know that they've got some damage.
What about that guy from the Steelers that got carted off the field and couldn't even walk?
Oh, yeah.
And just learned how to walk.
Right. I can't think of his name right now. But you think about Mike Webster, who was a vegetable, you know, part of the 4 Super Bowls in the 80s. The 70s. He died from CTE, man, and you know, like Tony Dorsett, one of the greatest Cowboys ever. He's got symptoms of CTE, and you just don't know. You got players now that are walking away saying, you know what, I want to be able to pick up my kids down the road. I want to be able to remember my kids and things like that.
Romo knows what happened to him when he was older.
Well, that's why I said Tony Romo. Everybody kept saying you just hate Tony Romo. I was like, no, I fear for Tony Romo after he gets done with football.
No, when he
Take
gets
a look.
older.
Look up Brad Johnson and see how bad he is. And Brad Johnson was playing just like 10 years ago, and he's been screwed up for about the last 5-6 years. He has to get help to get out of bed. He's younger than I am. So yeah, the stuff that football players do for our entertainment is unreal. The weight training, the lifting, the medication, the shots,
That's right.
acupuncture, who knows what they're taking and so forth just to stay on the field. And if you think getting up on Monday after playing on Sunday, dude, it's like being in 40 car crashes. Man, we're already to Gainesville. Hot damn.
But now it's going to be working great.
Well, yeah, there won't be a problem the rest of the way here. Shout out to everybody who has been on here, and make sure you guys, again, subscribe to all those featured channels, man. We're going to keep you guys. We're going to end up live streaming from channel to channel to channel to make sure that you guys are watching for the draft, man. We're going to be working hard. We're going to be on the road. You know, if you want to see the sights and sounds from Virginia to Dallas, well, we're going to have the webcam for you, following the whole way. And we just passed Haymarket, where we're actually going to be sitting, where our vehicle will be. We'll be picking it up from here on Tuesday before we leave in the morning and packing up and getting ready to roll. Man, I can't wait to hit the road. I cannot freaking wait. So do we still have anybody with us?
Oh, you got 25 people?
Well, we got 25 diehards. They're in training for the draft too. We got 9 on your channel. We got 21 thumbs up. Thank you guys for the thumbs up. Thank you guys for the super chats.
Got 12, it looks like $12.
Okay, hey.
Just looking at the road. Hearing us talk.
Hey, that's buying that's a Port Shoulder right there. That's some barbecue. We're gonna be eating some barbecue, dudes. Oh, we're gonna have such a good time. Oh, Nelly, we're gonna have fun. All right, we've got 10 more miles left on 66 on the Parkway. Woo! Well, Mike, what do you think? I think we've done a good enough test to see we know about how much bandwidth we can use. And guys, should we end this, or do you want to see us all the way home? You let me know. We've got an idea how many gigs we're using as far as live streaming and so on.
That's hard to see from here.
Well, no, you can't see. That's why we'll have the laptop going.
Well, it might be my settings too. You can change the settings. So
Was that like young man setting because you got good eyes?
Well, I mean, I just keep it at default.
I think I've got mine for old man setting.
Yeah, but I can at least read it from here.
Yeah, because I got the bigger writing on it.
Well, that too, your phone.
That's the old man
And your
setting.
phone's bigger too. So that might contribute to the bigger size.
Ooh, actually, guys, you made that trip go by really quick. 'Cause sometimes you're driving, it just seems like it's forever. Didn't that seem like it was a fast trip? What you got planned for the rest of the evening if you get home? Besides
Sleep.
feeding the dogs.
Sleep. Well, they've already been fed.
Sleep. I need to feed the fish, man. Feed the corals and stuff. Woo! Can't wait to see the clips from ESPN. As much as I dog them, I'm on there. Joke's on you, ESPN. Oh, Lordy. CowboyJobu on ESPN. Again. That is too funny. I keep talking about the death of ESPN, and there I am on it. Did anybody say that they want us to stay on, or did they tell us to get the hell off the
We're
airwaves?
still on. The first sighting of Eagles fan.
We have an Eagle troll.
No, this is the first time.
You know,
It's a
say
wide
freaks
dude.
come out at
No,
night.
it's a wide dude that Dallas Cowboys suck? Question mark.
Oh Lordy, you win one ring and now all of a sudden,
Eagle 0-1. Eagles 0-1. Eagles 0-1.
we got to get back to the Super Bowl. That's all I can say, guys. I am sick and tired of waiting, man. It's just been too damn long. And we got to get this shit together. We got to get motivated. I'm glad the guys are already been starting to work out. Monday we got the teams that will actually be able to work with, the coaches will actually work with the players. And I'm hoping that we get our shit together this year.
I mean, Dak Prescott and Sean Lee want that number 6. They're itching for it. They're itching for it.
That they do. Ooh. Man, it's a good feeling to get up, work hard, feel like you did a good job, and you get back home.
Someone said blame the clacker and lend your hands.
Yeah, well.
There's more blame than just coaching.
Not just the clapper. Yeah, Jerry's part of that too.
I think if you stop throwing the ball to Dez, well, he might be gone.
See, that's the thing that
That's what they do because they're forcing it to him. I mean, he might be gone
when
this season. I'm not saying
Dak's
he's on
rookie season, when Dez was hurt early,
Cole Beasley was number
Dak
one.
was just looking for the open guy. I'm telling
Cole
you,
Beasley was catching the ball.
when you have Dez, it changes the way you play call the game because you want to get him involved early.
Same thing with Tony Romo too.
And you got teams that are trying to make sure you don't let Dez get involved early because they know he'll become a distraction. And they know that the quarterback will keep trying to force it to him, and you're going to make plays on him.
Don't throw it. What if getting rid of Dez was a ticket to the Super Bowl? Because you played awfully
But,
good
you
when he
know,
was hurt
I'll be
for
honest. The question will be is, how will you guys react tomorrow if it is, in fact, he gets cut? I'm not going to be happy. Actually,
I'm gonna be happy, but
I'll be sad. I'll be honest. Because, you know, it's like when DeMarcus Ware left, you know?
oh yeah,
That's one of the saddest things that when you have, and that's one of the reasons why a lot of people say, you know, Jason Witten is done. He shouldn't be on there. But it's like, you know what? That guy earned the right to be able to go out when he wants to go out, how he wants to go out. I mean, you're talking about a guy who played with his mouth.
Tracy's on it.
Tracy, my wife.
Yeah.
Hey, honey, be home soon.
Yeah, because someone said your wife's calling. I was like, oh, I didn't know
She's calling.
I don't know. That's what someone said in the comments. But she's on. What she said? Yeah.
What'd she say?
She said thank you. Probably someone in the comments.
No, I said, what did Tracy say in the comments?
She said, "Oh, listening to Eric." She said, "Thank you, listening to Eric."
Hey, Tracy.
Whatever that means.
Okay, listening to Eric. Okay. Hey, Tracy, we're on ESPN tonight. So, they got the fan show. Apparently, they got a clip of me in it that we missed.
It's all good. Someone's going to send you a clip.
And I'm not touching any phones. I'm not driving and texting or anything like that. Michael's holding that phone and everything, so it's all good. We're safe.
Almost home.
And we're almost home. Thank God we're almost home. And I cannot wait to see you, baby. If I weren't so dirty and smelly right now, I would just run up and give you a big kiss. But I know you don't want to. I'll take a shower first. Shout out to my wife is on the channel. Now you know what? I now know I have made it. If I get Tracy watching, I know I am. That's it.